Hello, brothers and sisters, friends of YouTube.
You think I'm crazy one?
Why am I crazy? They are my people. They are my friends. I'm not talking to myself here.
I don't know.
Trust me, I have an audience.
You're talking to a screen.
I have an audience.
You're talking to the screen.
Raise your hand if you're here.
Nobody's raising their hand but you.
Oh.
So you're talking to a screen.
Oh well, I gotta talk to myself then. I need someone to talk to. Guys, I went to the doctor today. The orthopedic surgeon. I got the cortisone shots in both my knees. Hopefully they'll work as good as they did last time. They didn't numb as good this time as they did the last time I got them. So I could feel it a lot. It was kind of painful, but hey, wasn't that bad. But I could feel it. Couldn't feel it at all first time. This time I felt it. But hey, if it works, it's worth it. Sherm's choking on his pill now. I hate when he does this. Freaks me out. Did you get it down? Do I need to come smack you on the back? Do you need the Heimlich? Dottie, jump up there. Jump up there and Heimlich him, Dottie. Stick your little head in his mouth and get his pill out. Put your head down his throat. Go get it, little girl. Go get it. She's asleep. She's not moving.
I must have kicked too hard today.
You better never have. But then we went to the new Dollar Tree in Jackson today. It was hee-hee. It was fun. It was so much better than the one in Chillicothe. There was so much more room to get around with a wheelchair.
Keep it time.
But I know it's just opening, so that will change.
Keep it time.
Because I'm sure the one in Chillicothe was the same way when they first opened. But now there's stuff setting everywhere, you know. So I'm sure Jackson will end up the same way here in about a month or so. But right now it's so big, the aisles are so wide, that you can get like 2 wheelchairs down in at the same time. And see, in Chillicothe, I can only use one checkout, which is the one that's usually never open, because my wheelchair won't fit through the other aisles to get down to the register. So, the Jacksons, it wasn't all blocked in. It was just wide open, you know.
Keep it time.
So I'm hoping it stays that way. But
Give it time.
I wore my jewelry set I made today. The earrings, the peacock earrings. I call this one of my peacock designs. So I got the earrings. I got the necklace. And I got the ring. And I thought for sure one of the nurses would say, "Oh, I like your ring or your necklace." But none of them said anything. You know who said something? The doctor. The man. The doctor. He said he was leaving. He's like, "Oh, I like that necklace. That's really pretty. You know, it's really beautiful," he said. I said, "Thank you. I made that, and this ring that matches it, and these earrings." And he just looked at me like he couldn't believe, like I was telling the truth, you know. He just looked at me like he kind of didn't believe it, like I was just making it up. It's kind of funny. But I did make it, I promise. I put all my painstaking hours into making this just so I could wear it. Just so I could wear it to the doctor today. I wanted to wear my peacock set. You can see the back of it. You can see my initials under the necklace bracket. And I don't know if you can see it under the ring or not. I might not have put it on the ring, but you can tell that it's handmade. I just polished it the way I wanted it. I did the design, polished it the way I wanted it, and glued a ring base on it. See, I just did the design I wanted, and the collars I thought reminded me of peacock collars. So that is what I did. And I gave Cindy her rings I made her today, and Mom her ring I made her. I gave Mom her ring. I made her a special one. I used little stones. I put Mom in the center of it and put a little white line under it, you know, like a pretty design. And then put it in purple glitter polish and then a black background. Really made it pop.
There's the weasel.
She says, I don't wear jewelry. Sorry. Just thought it would be a nice gesture. But guess not. Anyways, this is what I got in the mail today. Crap. DirecTV flyer. Who needs that crap? Already got Time Warner.
That's correct.
DirecTV's are worse than that. I'm looking for a curio cabinet. So I was looking in this errands paper. I don't want to make payments on one. I just want to buy one, you know, at a reasonable price. Which I don't have the money for one right now, but when I get it saved up. Because I got a pretty big dog collection that came from my grandma's, and I've added to it over the years. So I've got 2 boxes clear full in the bedroom of dogs, glass dogs. And plus I just ordered one off the internet last night too. From Japan. A little red and white bulldog. It was like $13. They let me get it on credit. I gotta send a payment in the mail. I do that every month, so they'll let me buy stuff on there, and then I'll send them the payment at the beginning of the month when I get paid. Because they'll only let me spend now, you know, what I paid them. Like if I want to pay them more, like say I bought something on eBay or Amazon, both of them's that way, for $5, and I sent in a payment of $25. Well, they would take away the $5 that I owed them, and I would still have a balance left of $15 that I could still spend all that month. And if I go over it, sometimes they'll cover it, sometimes they won't. But if you go over it and they do cover it, which they usually don't, but in the rare chances that they do, you just pay for it next month. That's for me anyway, because I got approved for the little credit line thing, but which really surprised me because they say my credit is good, but I have no credit. They said your credit is good, but you just don't have any credit. And I'm like, well, how did you get credit? Because, I mean, I pay all the bills. The bills are in my name. I pay the bills. The bills are paid every month, on time, always early. And I've got these little accounts like this that I'm paying for every month. I don't understand, you know, how... And I had a car loan before. Well, it wasn't a car loan. We had to take a lien out on our car to get a loan at Loan Central a few years ago. I borrowed, this was years and years ago, when we still lived in Ray. I wanted to borrow, like, it was $300, and we had to end up paying back $600 because they added that much interest in it, you know, because they need to make their money. So when I got my income tax back, I paid the whole thing off. And they didn't like that because they wanted me to keep making small payments so they could keep getting more and more interest. But I paid it all off when I got my income tax. And then I got the lien taken off the car, and, you know, everything was good. And I don't understand, because I don't know how you're supposed to go about getting good credit if paying your bills on time and having credit with little places like this and that, like Amazon, eBay, Fingerhut, whatever, magazines you order through in the mail, and you pay for, isn't all that considered credit? I don't understand how you're supposed to get good credit then. And he just, I never want to explain it to you. They're just like, well, your credit's not bad, you just don't have any. Well, how do I get it then, man? How do I get it? That's crazy, but I don't know. I'm starting to get a headache. I think it's a storm, and my mouth is super, super dry. I had an apple for supper. Well, it's dinner time, but it's probably the last thing I'll eat today. So I had an apple for supper because I had a salad. And I had an apple with it. And that apple, those apples were really, really sweet and juicy. That apple was so dry. Not juicy at all. And it was like brown, like a spongy, brittle brown in the middle, where it was starting to go bad or something. I don't know. It tasted so dry, the filling and the inside had no juice whatsoever, and it was just like no sweetness, no sourness, just a plain, dry, gritty taste. They came from Walmart, but they was good the other day. They shouldn't have went bad already. I mean, the outside and stuff, they still look really good. I don't know, but it made my mouth like really super dry. I'm having coffee, but it's not helping. My tongue's like, oh, you really die. Ew. I had to chew a piece of gum or something. But anyway, I will get off this vlog, and I'm going to go ahead and do the Bible study after I take my headache medicine. Catch it before it gets bad. That's what you gotta do. So I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. What day is it? What day is it? I'm not going to say that name, because there's somebody with that name that I don't like. So I will use a different name. Sherm. What day is it, Sherm? What day is it, Sherm? Do you know what day it is, Sherm? Do you know what day it is? It's Hump Day. I seen that. I seen that sign in a restaurant window somewhere today when we went through. I got a salad from McDonald's, but we went through from you, and went through the restaurant window, and there was a picture of the camel on there, inside on their billboard. It said, "What day is it?" It's funny. But anyway, enough about the Hump Day. I will see you guys soon, God willing, with another vlog sometime or another. Peace.